Tonight's news focus: Sarawak Governor and wife grace inaugural reading Carnival and Sarawak Book Festival 2025. Community as the backbone of Sarawak Heart Centre success. Sarawak records 375 rabies cases weekly. Assalamualaikum and good evening. Sarawak Governor Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar and his wife, Tuan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi, graced the inaugural Reading Carnival and Sarawak Book Festival 2025 held at the Hills here on Tuesday. The head of state and his wife's presence was welcomed by the guests of honour also attending the event. Present to welcome their arrival were Deputy Minister of National Unity Saraswati Kindasamy, Chairman of the Sarawak State Library Management Board, Datuk Dr. Abang Abdul Rauf Abang Zain, Chief Executive Officer of Sarawak State Library Japri Bujang Masli and other dignitaries. Upon arrival at the opening ceremony, the Sarawak Governor and his wife were welcomed with a Selamat Datang performance and also witnessed a Bicara Berirama performance. During the event, Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi officiated the symbolic inauguration and subsequently also officiated the launch of 8 new books at the ceremony. He and his wife also had the opportunity to present prizes to the winners of the 2024 Active Reader Recognition Award and the Bicara Berirama Competition Winner Award before moving on to visit the exhibition booth. The Sarawak Book Festival 2025 aims to promote reading culture among the community, especially the younger generation, while increasing access to quality reading material at affordable prices. In conjunction with the festival, it also celebrates the organizations of the inaugural Reading Carnival organized by the National Library of Malaysia, which chose Sarawak as its main destination this year, particularly as a symbol of the harmony of a diverse society rich in oral literature, education and culture. This year, the Sarawak Book Festival 2025 was attended by 32 local and international exhibitors, taking place on 27 September and ending on 5 of October. Throughout the 9-day event, various exciting programs and activities have been planned, including a massive book sale by Big Bad Wolf, knowledge sharing session, discourses, workshops, meet and greet session with authors, and community activities for the whole family. The success of the Sarawak Heart Centre at Sarawak General Hospital SGH, which has been ranked by Newsweek as one of the 100 best hospitals in the Asia-Pacific regions for 2 consecutive years, is not solely due to large government allocations, but rather the commitments of the community, medical professionals and the supports of local foundations. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian said that although the centre operates with limited financial resources, the dedications of the community has allowed the Heart Hospital to continue expanding and to reach international standards.
Last 2 years, the Newsweek has ranked us at the top 100 in Asia Pacific. Top 100 Asia Pacific is not just because all the federal government give us so much money, but because they never give us enough. Yet we still top 100. It means a commitment of everyone in the community come together. The doctors and nurses working so hard, and then the community, be it Sarawak Heart Foundation, like today Sarawak Heart Foundation together with latest they say coming together to do something, and this is very important.
He said this when speaking to the media after the handover ceremony of an echocardiology ultrasound system at the Sarawak Heart Centre on Tuesday. He stressed that community involvement is vital as community-based hospitals like the Sarawak Heart Centre constantly require additional support beyond what the government alone can provide. According to him, it is this spirit that has enabled cardiac services in the state to advance and save thousands of lives every year. Among the examples of such supports are contributions of machines worth millions of ringgit through the cooperations of the Sarawak Heart Foundation and the private sector, which have enabled patients outside of Kuching, such as in Bintulu and Cebu, to benefit from angiogram and cardiology MRI facilities. Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim also highlighted that Sarawak Heart Centre plays an active role in strengthening cardiology services in other hospitals, including supplying an angiogram machine to Bintulu Hospital, which now functions as a second satellite centre and benefits at least 200 patients annually. In addition, Cebu Hospital has also gained from the acquisitions of a 5 million ringgit cardiology MRI machine this year, making it the second hospital in Malaysia after Kuching to be equipped with such facility. He added that while the state government will continue to provide support, the long-term success of cardiac services in Sarawak can only be achieved through close collaborations among the community, foundations, and the private sector and healthcare professionals.
Money is how the machine can save lives. And this one machine, right, will be able to use for many patients. Tens of thousands of patients. It's not just one patient. And we don't want the machine. We don't want to buy a machine just because a VVIP got heart disease and we buy. This is fine for everyone. Everyone who walk into Sarawak, Pusat Jantung Sarawak, will be able to benefit from this machine. That's point number one.
He added that while the state government will continue to provide support, the long-term success of cardiac services in Sarawak can only be achieved through close collaborations among the community, foundations, and the private sector and healthcare professionals. Nearly 14,000 animal bites cases have been reported in Sarawak from January to mid-September this year, averaging about 375 cases every week, raising serious concern over the spread of rabies. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg revealed that almost half of the all positive animal cases involve unvaccinated free roaming dogs, a situation that underscores both a public health challenge and a critical gap in awareness and responsibility among pet owners. He said this through text speech that read by Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian during speech in opening ceremony of Rabies in Borneo at Borneo Convention Centre Kuching BCCK on Tuesday.
The Sarawak government is committed to eliminating rabies. Our strategies include the mass vaccination of dogs, microchipping and licensing, as well as targeted removals and surveillance of disease. Moreover, the IBET has been established to ensure at least 70% herd immunity along the border areas, safeguarding against cross-border transmission.
Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari reaffirmed that rabies is not solely the responsibility of the governments or health professionals, but a shared responsibility of every citizen, pet owner and community member that has their own role to play. He added that as of 2025, a total of 2,875 dogs have been licensed, bringing the cumulative figure to 27,188 since 2019.
We urge every owner to register their dogs to help build a safer Sarawak through responsible dog ownership and population control. At the same time, local authorities have been working tirelessly to address the challenge of stray dogs.
He urged the citizens to never avoid abandoning their pets, ensure their animals are nurtured, and report disturbances when necessary, while the local authorities must act as uncontrolled populations threaten safety, disrupt community harmony, and undermine Sarawak's visions of being rabies-free. A total of 7,407 uniformed personnel consisting of the Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department JBPM, Royal Malaysian Police PDRM, Malaysian Civil Defence Force APM, Sarawak Security and Enforcement Unit UKPS including the Sarawak State Health Department JKNS will be deployed to prepare for the northeast monsoon season. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah Ambas said the monsoon season is expected to take place in November this year to March next year, where all those involved are prepared with the personnel and assets needed in case of a disaster.
We will inform bagi personnel the total yang disediakan untuk semua agensi saya sebut tadi adalah 7,407 orang. Dari segi land asset, kita ada 3,637 land asset termasuk kenderaan dan sebagainya. Then water asset, perahu dan sebagainya, 8,619. Air asset, kita ada 14, termasuk buah helikopter dan drone.
He said this at a press conference after chairing the Sarawak State Disaster Management Committee SDMC meeting here on Monday. The SDMC chairman added that this number of personnel will be supported with 22,428 volunteers who will be ready to help face the monsoon season later. Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah also stressed that UKPH will also be mobilised to lead operations in the field, including the establishment of a community emergency response team to monitor the situations in areas that are difficult to be immediately accessed by uniform bodies.
Community Emergency Response Team adalah jawatankuasa masyarakat tempatan di mana kita telah membimbing mereka untuk mengambil tindakan kalau ada berlaku any disaster within the kampung or the longhouse to ensure tidak ada nyawa yang hilang dan harta dapat kita selamatkan. These people are regularly being trained because some of our kampung and longhouses in Sarawak are very far, very remote.
These more drastic preparations measures were taken after learning from the incidents that occurred in Bintulu and Miri this year. It is understood that a total of 658 temporary evacuation centres have been identified, with instructions for all equipment to be inspected and restored for use when necessary. Meanwhile, the Social Welfare Department, under the auspice of Minister for Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, Datuk Sri Fatimah Abdullah, will provide assistance, including ready-to-eat food, as well as set up 28 forward operating bases for storing supplies. The Public Works Department, JKR, Department of Irrigation and Drainage, DID, and local authorities have also been instructed to assess the condition of roads, hillsides, and urban areas to reduce the risk of landslides and major flooding. The ASEAN International Film Festival and Awards, IFA 2025, which will be held from November 13 to 15, set a new record when it received over 200 film entries, the highest number since it was first introduced in 2013. Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said IFA has grown as a prestigious film festival in the ASEAN region and is now recognized as a key platform for connecting creative industry players.
So, but then again, when it comes to IFA or the film festival and award, we would want to see this as a landasan, a platform to nurture or to grow those in the movie industry.
He said this in a press conference here on Monday. He also added that this success proves that Sarawak is increasingly known as an important destination for the global creative industry in line with the rapid developments of the world's creative economy, which is now a valuable sector. This year's event also introduces the Borneo Documentary Awards, which will showcase international documentary works, as well as an ASEAN Unifest, which provides university students with the opportunity to produce short films themed around the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). IFA 2025 will also feature prolific Hong Kong celebrity Simon Yam, who will be in Kuching for a meet and greet session at the Kuching waterfront near the Go Down Amphitheatre. The gala night will feature performances by renowned Indonesian singer Ruth Sahanaya and Malaysian music legend Dato' M. Nasir. Over 300 filmmakers, actors and crew are expected to gather in Kuching throughout the festival, making use of new locations such as the Spring and Borneo Cultures Museum to facilitate public access to the event. IFA, which was founded 12 years ago under the leadership of Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg, continues to grow as a leading event in the ASEAN region and coincides with Malaysia's position as the ASEAN 2025 chairman. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful. Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We wrapped up the UKAS Bulletin with the highlights from the inaugural Reading Carnival and Sarawak Book Festival 2025 held at the Hills here on Tuesday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.